Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Whiz Talk. I'm your host, Orioles Whiz Craig. We got a great show as usual lined up. This is opening week for the Orioles, so there's a lot of excitement and anticipation in the air around the studio tonight. So stick around, show's coming right up. Tonight's episode of Whiz Talk brought to you by Big Boys Bail Bonds. Big Boys Bail Bonds has been as distinguishable and well renowned in the Baltimore area as crab cakes. Since their inception in 1996, they have grown to be the largest and most trusted bail bonds company in the state of Maryland. With four convenient locations located around major court districts, gang initiation hangouts, and detention centers, Big Boys Bail Bonds offer an expedient and rapid release of your loved ones. Big Boys Bail Bonds is the only local bail bonds company to offer disposable phones for repeat clients. Call 410-238-3200 or follow us on Twitter. Alright folks, this is the real deal this week as the mighty Orioles have finished up spring training with a perfect 15-15 record. Buck Showalter's got everyone firing on all cylinders, and those that couldn't handle the skipper's tough love have been shown the door. It is a business after all. The prognosticators are not as enamored with the boys in orange and black as we here at Wiz Talk. The current breakdown in Vegas has the Phillies as the odds-on favorite to win the World Series. The Red Sox is the odds-on favorite to have fans act like arrogant dirtbags. And strangely enough, they have the chances of the Orioles winning the World Series just slightly higher than that of LeBron James becoming mayor of Cleveland. So we'll see how that plays out. We here at Wiz Talk will be available 24 hours a day, now until the last pitch is thrown Monday afternoon at Camden Yards. Some of our interns, incidentally, have dropped out of trade school just to man the studio. Now, regular listeners to the show know that we here at Wiz Talk don't turn a blind eye to things globally. You know, we got Operation Delta Dawn going on over there in Liberia. The Gaza is being stripped, and Celebrity Apprentice is really starting to boil over. So we thought we'd get together a panel of experts and sort of pick their brains and get some insight on all this. Our first guest you might remember from the mid-90s. She was married to a very famous man, and now she's a receptionist, Secretary Hillary Clinton. The second member of our panel hails from our neighboring state of Delaware, Vice President Joe Biden. And last but not least, the most recently canned former celebrity from Celebrity Apprentice, Dionne Warwick. Secretary Clinton, first of all, sweetie, I'm going to need a cup of coffee in a minute, but a question for you. Who do you think will be the last man or woman standing on Celebrity Apprentice? I think we ought to just wait and see what they do. One way or the other, it will be an historic decision that we will live with forever. Well, thank you, Hillary. Earlier this week, Speaker of the House John Boehner raised some concerns regarding the clarity of American objectives and how they fit into our overachieving policy for the Middle East. Vice President Biden, please share your thoughts on this. I think we're looking at a tough, long, drawn-out battle that will ultimately be decided between Meatloaf and Gary Busey. Well, thanks, Joe. Our last question is for Dionne Warwick, but unfortunately, she's gone for the evening. Staffers here said she apparently had to go home and take a nap. So thanks for joining us tonight on Wiz Talk, and with the big day coming up, a special opening day heads up to everyone regarding Monday afternoon. Please, on this day of all days, save the low urinal for me.